Alright, continuing with our piece here, we are bringing the head down. I don't mean to get off on those long discussions about, but I like to talk about carving because a lot of people, I don't want you to feel that I'm the only type of carver and I'm the only person you can learn from. You can learn from so many different types of carvers, and I drop a few names as we go by, people that I am very, very excited about their pieces and stuff. And if you have never seen Mark Akers, he lives up in Georgia, but if you have never seen, excuse me, he lives up in North Carolina, in the Carolinas. If you've never seen any of Mark's Santa Clauses, they are just fabulous. They really are. But they're very advanced. I mean, they're very well carved. The faces are unbelievable. And he is just excellent in it. Blake Lunsford is another one that is good at Santas. Blake also lives up in the Bristol area of Tennessee. Okay. Now, we're getting there, as we say. Alright, what I want to do is find my... Alright, we want to take this hat and we want to start bringing this hat down. Now we want to be careful. We want to be careful, very, very careful, as to not... I haven't got my carving glove in, by the way, folks, so please forgive me. I've always carved with a carving glove, but I don't have one right now, and that is not an excuse. But like I said, I would never tell a beginner not to use one. Alright. We're going to bring this hat brim down. But as you see, I keep my, without a glove and with a glove, I keep my hands pretty good away from that blade, in other words. Pretty good distance from it. That's no excuse for not using one, but a lot of people, a lot of beginners, one of their biggest problems that they have while they get cut a lot of times is they try to make too big of cuts, okay? They try to make too big of cuts, and they have problems with that. And trying to make too big of cuts, see, you all noticed I don't use a very long blade, do I? And my cuts are not big, these big, long, deep cuts that that take off a tremendous amount of wood at one time. But the reason for that is because I don't remove wood real quickly. You see that in my videos. But I get the job done. It's kind of like a car going 35 miles an hour. Yeah, it may be slow, but I'm still going to eventually get there. So I try to be real careful. Alright, we're bringing that hat down. Especially in these areas where the hat is and stuff. You've got a lot of grain change up in these areas, so be very, very careful, please. Please be very careful. And what I mean by grain change is that the grain sometimes will change on you in the middle of cutting. And so you want to be real careful not to, see, like right here, I've been cutting down like that, and I come up here, and you see how it bites? Then I have to come from this side, see, sometimes to get my effect that I want. So you have to be so aware of grain. See how it bites there, where it's easy? That's what I'm talking about, grain change. You have a lot of that. And as a carver, as you begin to carve, you will begin to feel that with your knife. I feel a lot of that with my knife before it even comes. I mean, I can feel the grain the minute it starts, folks. The minute it starts coming against me, you know, then I change directions. See, that's the way I look at it. All right, let's continue to bring this down a little bit. So you have to be real careful, but just take your time. Take your time, folks. Don't get in a hurry. I think a lot of people get cut because they get in a hurry. They feel, and I know you're anxious to have a piece done. You're anxious to do all that stuff. But remember, be safe. You know, having the piece done is not as more important as being safe. And that's how most of us get hurt to begin with. We get in a big hurry and let our enthusiasm, as we might say. Okay, we're starting to get there. We let our enthusiasm get ahead of us. Now I'm going to start taking some off this part here, just to kind of round it off just a little bit. All right. All right, let's continue to remove some more wood from this facial area. But you see how on both sides I began to start kind of coming up at an angle. See how I do that as I get close to it? I start sort of bringing up, making cuts from each angle to form the nose area and the face area. See that? See? Getting there.